There is a supernatural restraint over the entire world, a spiritual restraint known as the veil. If you allow me a few minutes, I will show you this veil. And just remember, the Word of God states all mysteries, all parables, everything will be unlocked and unsealed on the day of the Lord. For those who have ears, Zechariah chapter 11, verse 15, then the Lord said to me, go again and play the part of a worthless shepherd. This illustrates how I will give this nation a shepherd who will not care for those who are dying, nor look after the young, nor heal the injured, nor feed the healthy. Instead, this shepherd will eat the meat of the fattest sheep and tear off their hooves. What sorrow awaits this worthless shepherd who abandons the flock. The Word of God states we are fighting a spiritual battle against spiritual forces of the unseen world. It's the ultimate battle of good versus evil, the spirit of the Most High God and the spirit of Satan. The spirit of Satan is the spirit of the worthless shepherd. A worthless shepherd is one that puts money, that puts business, that puts industry, and that puts man-made traditions over magnifying Christ and the kingdom of heaven and the good news that we no longer need to serve religious institutions and other men and their man-made traditions in order to experience the power of God. The ultimate battle in the Word of God has always been man's obsession with idols, with worshiping other people for having gifts. Someone that can sing better, someone that can preach better. They gather a flock, a crowd, a throng, a legion of followers, and now they become their authority. They become the idol for other people, whether they know it or not. That's the funny thing about the spirit of Satan and the spirit of God. It's a possession. And if you're possessed by the spirit of this world, the spirit of money and business, you're not going to know it until the veil is lifted. I cannot lift the veil. I only give seeds of truth. I'm not teaching anything. I'm only sharing information. And if it's your time to receive the information so that your veil starts to be lifted, it's your time. If it's not, you'll disregard this video and my information in the last 4 years of my ministry and prophecy as nonsense. But the Word of God clearly states, go again and play the part of a worthless shepherd. Who is he talking to? Well, if we go up, who was playing the worthless part before? Also remember the Word of God, the King of Kings is risen. It is living, breathing, and active. If your faith, if your ministry is based on what happened thousands of years ago and preaching the dead letter of the law, this is the age of the kingdom now, the age of the Spirit. Those who worship God worship in spirit and in truth. Those who don't, who is this worthless shepherd? And I said to them, if you like, give me my wages, whatever I am worth, but only if you want to. They counted out for my wages 30 pieces of silver, which are the wages for a slave. And the Lord said to me, throw it to the potter, this magnificent sum at which they valued me. So I took the 30 coins, and I threw them to the potter in the temple of the Lord. Obviously, that worthless shepherd is Judas. And when Satan entered Judas, that was just the spirit of this world, the spirit of men and their religions and their man-made traditions, and the Antichrist message that goes against Jesus Christ. The gospel is love one another, pray for your enemies, even those that persecute you. The Word of God states those that don't teach this, the least of the commandments, will be considered the least. So who are the worthless shepherds of today? God is a spirit, and so Satan is a spirit. Those who belong to God live by the Spirit. Those that belong to the spirit of Satan, to the spirit of this world, with the veil over their eyes, this illustrates, God is showing us how I gave this nation a shepherd who will not care for those who are dying, nor look after the young, nor heal the injured, nor feed the healthy. Instead, this shepherd will eat the meat of the fattest sheep and tear off their hooves. What sorrow awaits this worthless shepherd who abandons the flock. The sword will cut his arm and pierce his right eye. We are at the battle of Armageddon. The sword is the Word of God. The Word of God is slaying the spirit of Satan from this realm. I have presented the truth. I have not presented anything outside of the Word of God. Today is the day to have your veil lifted. Turn back to God to finish what you started, your salvation and entrance into the kingdom of Jesus Christ.